Okay, so here's the situation. I am currently working on a rebuild. Making it, there's the game that was already made, and I am remaking that game in a different game engine. And I'll explain all the details on that stuff if you're really that interested. I'll do the quick blabbing and explaining what it is. But I think it would be better for me to just explain my progress so far, and then go into exactly what this game is compared to the original thing. So the way that this game works is this little heart box keeps on spawning different fruits, and you control this guy and move him up and down. If the fruit is a happy fruit, that's a good fruit. If it's a sad fruit, you lose points if you eat it. If it's a bomb, you instantly die. And if the fruit's a rainbow fruit, you get more bonus points, and you also get more time on your timer. So while you're playing the game, there's a timer that's going to be on the screen. Haven't implemented the timer yet, but there's a timer on screen that's consistently going down. So if you don't eat anything, you die because you need to eat something to get the timer to go up. However, if you eat the wrong stuff, you will also die. So you have to be basically quick to eat the right stuff, but not eat the wrong stuff. Um, what we have in the game is the fruit spawner device. We have the fruit and the fruit's behavior. We have this guy that you control that you can eat the fruit with. You have barriers that prevents your character from going out of bounds. You have a little thing that deletes fruits. If you miss it, it will just clear it off so it doesn't have that information bogging down your machine. And you also have a points counter, as well as also a mechanic where every few seconds the game speeds up. So I'm going to hit play. Pay attention to this output tab down here. This output tab, what's good about it is it will tell you certain features that are, like basically the groundwork is programmed, but it's not fully implemented in the game. Good example being like the timer mechanic. There's an item that will tell you, that you got extra time, and it notifies you that you got that extra time in the output tab. But since there's no timer in the game, I just only put the message for, hey, timer here, rather than telling it to actually add time on there. So, and it's foundations added in for features things. So let's get the game up. I'm going to make it bigger so you're easy to see it. If you hit the bad fruit, which was 0 points, you can, it will instantly clear. And as you see, it those bombs. So I reset and I died. Anyway, let's try to play the game for real for a bit. So we had the fruits. I missed it. I'm an idiot. Okay, there you go. I got the fruit. I got it. 100 points. As you see in the top right corner, there is a little graphic that says speed up. So there is a speed up timer where every like 10 seconds or so, the game speeds up and the fruit goes faster and the little thrower goes faster. On top of that, there's also a speed cap that's implemented in it. So like at a certain point, this thing will stop time game and it starts saying, time cap there. Oh, need to do that. Speed cap. So, I died. Well, at a certain point, it does say speed cap, when it goes too fast. So, that is everything that I have for the game right now. And so now looking at this, what is the final game getting a little closer like? So the final version of the game, we had a trailer on Qpunks, and this was the trailer for it. And if you want to download and play this version of the game, it is available on kaieljefe.itch.io/VORE. So the download is available. But so that is this is closer to how the final game will look with like this type of graphics and this HUD and this constantly scrolling rainbow background and this journal. So this is what the game will look more like. So um, as you see, aside from certain graphical flourishes like the neck that eats fruits that goes down, um, I need to also add in the timer bar right here, as well as the scrolling background. After I do that, that's really the last of the programming implementations, and it's more so um, then it becomes graphic design stuff, as well as also making sure that the menu layout works correctly. On top of all that, too, this game had a high score feature, and I would like to get the high score feature working more or less the way that um, you'd expect it to, and have it integrated with some online functionality. And there is a way of doing so, but how difficult that specific step will depend over time. And there's it I'm open to the possibility of just releasing the game, the browser version of the game without any high scoreboard on there, and then adding the high scoreboard in an update. But that depends on the people I'm working with the project, if they were be okay with it. So as you see, this is the final game's look, and this is the current build's look. So progress, need to just get it to you know just need more work on it. But given that this has been only 2 days of programming, it's actually pretty far along, I would say. Now, another thing that's also entirely worth to mention is the spawning rate. Also needs to be adjusted too. And that will probably be like one of the last things to do. Anyway, so that was the game. That's my progress. I've explained all. Goodbye.